Welcome to Bringing It All Back Home, along with Monroes Live in Galway. I'm Fergal D'Arcy, and on the show today, we've got BRÍDÍN as our support act, and taking the main stage, Jerry Fish. Enjoy.
Listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old. Some will try for fame and glory, others aren't so bold. Everyone and friends and family saying, hey, get a job. Why do you only do that only? Why are you so odd? We don't really like what you do. We don't think anyone ever will. It's a problem that you have, and that problem's made you ill. So listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old. Some will try for fame and glory, others aren't so bold. The artist walks alone, and someone says behind his back, he's got the gall to call himself that. He doesn't even know where he's at. The artist walks among the flowers, appreciating the sun. He does this all his waking hours, but is that really so wrong? They sit in front of their TV, saying, hey, this is fun. And they laugh at the artist, saying he doesn't know how to have fun. The best things in life are truly free. Come on, let me see your hands. Singing birds and laughing bees. Hup. You've got me wrong, says he. The sun don't shine in your TV. Come on. Up. So listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old. Some will try for fame and glory, others just like to watch the world.
First time I was in Galway? Oh, that's a very long time ago. I don't know. I see. Because I grew up in London, and I came to Dublin as a teenager, and then I left the island so often. But I never went inland. I always just got on a boat and a plane and got off the island. So it wasn't till An Emotional Fish that I started touring Ireland and seeing how beautiful it was. And Galway, actually, I met a sound engineer. An old sound engineer, and he was saying, Jerry, do you remember you used to come to Galway and we'd see you 2 weeks later on the quays, you know? So my tours were lengthy, you know? So I've always had great crack at Galway, and I've been, since the late 80s, maybe late to late 80s, Basically, I was signed to Warner's with An Emotional Fish, and it was one of the biggest record deals ever signed in Ireland at the time. And I did three albums with An Emotional Fish, and it kind of, the thing all fell apart in the industry, kind of just really messed us up, to be honest. It's not a unique story, but it was more industry than music, more about the business. So it kind of, we ended up in court with a record label. So I kind of got fed up with the whole thing, and I dropped out. And I dropped out for probably almost 7 years. I took to restoring motorcycles, did a bit of traveling, and then I met a lovely young girl, and we had a baby. And I think when my daughter was born, Ella Joy, she's 19 now, she's 20, actually she's 20 now, I decided to get back into music. I think there was something I hadn't fulfilled, and I kind of missed it. I felt there was another record in me, and that was the birth of Jerry Fish, basically. Maybe the experience of dropping out of music was good for me, because I thought it's time to just drop out again, because I didn't want to frustrate myself. I saw other people booking gigs and having gigs cancelled, and booking tours and cancel and book and cancel. And I thought, I just need to just kind of not think about it. I wrote a couple of songs and I spent a bit of time in the studio, but I mostly spent my time doing other things, to be honest. My wife said to me, when are we going to get this opportunity again, to just take time out and take stock of things. And I think it's important with every situation to find a positive thing about it. So that was, I think we were all a little burnt out, we'd all been working so hard. I spent 7 years building a stage in an Electric Picnic and the Jerry Fish Electric Sideshow, and building that up. So initially it was kind of good to take a breather, and kind of assess it and reevaluate the situation, as Fagan would say. Now again, I've been kind of pretty busy, and I think it's maybe time to reform and regroup, and there's a couple of records I want to make. So I have to say that the fans' support during the pandemic was really heartwarming, and I think that's kind of the future of our industry, of music.
Day will break, stars will fall. There's always something you'll forget to say. Don't dismay. True friends never part. Time will pass, paths will stray. There's always someone who will break your heart. There's no point being cruel. True friends never part. We'll meet again. Trust me, my friend. There's no harm in goodbye. Give me your glass. Follow your heart. Wipe that tear from your eye. Time makes amends. Don't be afraid. You'll not let love pass you by. Remember this. True friends never part. Day will break, stars will fall. There's always something you'll forget to say. Don't dismay. True friends never part. We'll meet again. Trust me, my friend. There's no harm in goodbye. Give me your glass, follow your heart. Wipe that tear from your eye. Oh, time makes amends. Don't be afraid. You'll not let love pass you by. Remember this. True friends never part.
I love people, you know. I love audiences and I love entertaining. So it's you know, festivals are my life, you know. So just people grouped together. Someone said, you know, you miss your friends. I said, I miss the strangers, you know. I think, and also I was out with a guy there recently. I was talking to I was out with three crew guys, and one of them told me his life story, and then afterwards when he left, I was saying, oh, you know, your mate, you know, this, that and the other, I won't give too much away, but they were going, he'd never tell us that. And I think sometimes you need a stranger to maybe open up to, so I think we've missed that, and we're very good at kind of, you know, bumping into people we've never met before and becoming friends for a night, you know. The gigs we've been doing are kind of a lot of spacing out, and obviously it's all changing as we go. I mean, it started off with virtual gigs and then socially distanced gigs, and it's quite difficult because it's, you know, I mean, I've introduced myself as Jerry Fish, the super spreader, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, you know, hug a stranger, everybody hold hands, and you know, so yeah, it was getting there. I think audiences are still a little nervous, but I can see it. You know, we've got to live with this. It's as simple as that, you know. I think people are very keen to get to do things, but I do sense there's a nervousness, you know. And I do, you know, we've been talking about this mental health tsunami, you know, and I do think that is becoming a problem. A lot of people are going out and losing their minds, you know, getting drunker than they probably would or should or even want to, you know, because I just think we've a lot of pent up stuff, you know. So it'll take a while, but I have to say, I'm very proud of this country. I'm very happy I live in this country with a cherry on top, you know.
And we are, yes we are. time, and we are. I love you, Galway. Thank you very, very much.